or Phillipson, Rita, Inspector, Officer Rita, George Scott, Officer Scott George, Lieutenant Scott George, Private. It's not private. Lieutenant. Can't use David Ford. Can't use Elliot Edward. So use Neil Carlson. Officer Carlson, Neil Carlson. Detective. This is bullshit. I hate this game. I hate it. Alright, let's see if we can fix the problem. It's the fun of the game, is actually hating it. Alright. Inspector David Ford. Lieutenant David Ford. I have a message. Farm Journal. Yes, it would have. So, let's talk about politics and media. Yeah. Sucks. Fucking hate politics and media. It's so lame. Like, just everything about it. It's just like, hey, there's no red tape here. What if somebody does something bad? But if we put red tape there, then someone can get mad about the red tape. If they get mad about the red tape and then try to break down the red tape, you're actually inciting something. You're actually inciting violence by restriction. That is the truth about most politics. That the more government you create, the more government you use to control things, the less free you actually are to be able to do things like make a profit or make any sort of thing or redistribute wealth to the masses. Who knows? Whatever the fuck you want to do. Just because we live in a republic, okay? Okay? People were brainwashed, like, in the 70s and 60s. Like, they thought that, like, doing nothing and making, it just got so bad. And it was all, like, China and Russia and just sending over, like, fucking psychedelics and shit. And then when that stopped, they tried to put the Southern Americas against us, acting like we didn't have their backs, like, the whole fucking time. It's like Cuba remains the thing that it remains because oh man, can't even say. It's probably time for them to change. But I mean, what's my opinion? I'm a freaking schizoaffective 31-year-old who never made anything of himself except being an artist. I really think they should. Like, I mean, or maybe they just did it to, like, gain intel on the communist countries. I think that's probably what they did. And the reason why they funneled drugs into our economy was because they loved us. In the 70s. There were a lot of boats coming, and a lot of people that were not willing to work for what they wanted. People say that, like, that doing drugs and selling drugs is like being free, or like being like more than. People say, like, I want independence. Right, but I'm like, that's what we wanted. Like, in the beginning, we wanted independence. And man, it's like, I can't speak on all those matters, though, I guess. People on YouTube and a lot of different places overstep their bounds in some judgmental forms. They don't take people's feelings into consideration sometimes, and I know that's the reason why it's not taken seriously as a media source. It's not just because of the sex or the violence or anything like that. Because if the sex and the violence was there, and they were still being respectful towards each other, because they're not. Like, there's a bunch of people on YouTube and a bunch of people on the platform that just treat it like shit and say all these things that they did because they get to keep their content and actually, like, copyright their material, but all it is an uploading service. Like, that's where they make their money. You know? It's like all these conglomerates and blah, blah, blah. It's like, these conglomerates make little to no money sometimes on per individual. But it adds up, and that's what I think YouTube needs to go back to sometimes, is realize that a little was more than a lot. And I still want to look at that video where that chick's getting waxed. wanna look at it all night. For obvious reasons, educational. I'm thinking about getting waxed, and I don't feel like looking at a penis. No. And yes, man, so many things. Not to say that I don't look at a penis all the time, because when I look down, obviously, I can see my belly, and then I look over and I see my penis. And I was like, yeah. Good times. Oh. There's no like theme song to bring me in. There's no like just silence because no one's really watching. Maybe they're just jealous. maybe they're just they're jealous of my fame. Everyone is jealous of my fame, and that's why I'm not famous. Lieutenant D. Daniel David Ford. This is bullshit. We played a prank on you on one of the worst days possible. Ha, thanks. Such good guys. Great. Oh, I'm also in a mental breakdown because of all these fucking dead bodies that are rising up from their graves and coming to fucking try to bite me on the neck. Also, did you not know this? Is that the apocalypse and people rise from their graves and stuff like that and start trying to kill people? They'll mostly be skin and bones. Like, they won't even have teeth. I need water. I need the water. I'm gonna be back. It seems you're on my podcast, Jiggle. You want to come inside and talk about stuff? God damn it. Alright. My hands are wet.
Okay.
There you go. Shit.
Oh.
Alright. Really wish I had a chair. But I'm just gonna put fucking pillows on a thing. You know what I would do? I would quit now while you can. Like, quit. Stop trying to make people pay stuff that they get for free online. Just don't do it. Stop trying to monetize everything. Stop trying to do a whole bunch of different stuff that you know you have no business doing. So, Phillips. I didn't look on this desk to see the name tag. The Daily Raccoon. Alright, got that Wada. I'm good. Marvin MB. Okay. Officer B. I'm so bad at this. David Ford. Elliot Ward. Elliot Edwards. Elliot Edward. Neil Carlson. Officer E. Okay, let's try it on both. Officer. But it has different letters. And you gotta fucking... David Ford. Officer David Ford. Lieutenant moving forward. I tried it already. Officer Rita. Neil Carleen. Let's go with C, E, and F. Or F, E, C. F, E, so it's M, R, and G. M, R, G. Got it. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I did it. MRG and N D. N E D. Got it. Expensive. Combined. Amazing. I have 19 on my Matilla, so I'm going to equip that. And, alright, so it might be the last ones. I'll go there and check it out. I'm gonna save. Alright, so got the roll of film out. Second floor. There we go. Let's check it out. David Ford. Lieutenant. Oh wait. What's this? I can't use that, can I? CFO. EO. SEP. K. L. M. N. O. E. A, B, C, D, E. Let's go with whose locker is this? I know I can get in there. That's a hardcore gas leak. Let's see here. Oh shit, okay, cool. Thought. If that was like the truth, then this would fucking ignite like hardcore. Like, it's so bad, dude. It's bad storytelling. Still gonna play the game though because I like the graphics. It's really great. What's office? Neon S. Kennedy. I keep thinking the zombie noises are me, and the me is no, not a zombie. Why would I be a zombie? It's stupid. It's dumb. Alright. You think once I shot it, it would not be a thing. Let me get a nice drink. Let's see here. I need bolt cutters, so we need to get into the room that's messed up. That's all there is. Alright, so the red book. Okay, I need to go back to the place that has that, and I'll get the thing that I can turn to a USB drive. That I can get to whatever it is that's going to go to upstairs. Or they're right here. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. That's where it is. West office. So not the restroom, but the vending machine. Shit. Wrong area. I'm not using the map, so I don't use the map often, so where are the keys at? So, man, a lot of stuff to talk about. Stuff and things to talk about. People's mail, that's pretty tight. Okay, so, yeah. Alright, you need to go to the statue. So the statue is where? Exactly. I think on this side, and through a door. There it is. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm back at the same place. I need to look at the map. Okay. It's the one place that I don't want to go, but it's got there, and I gotta go there. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and save. Oh, man. So, let's talk about making a murderer. It looks foil-like. Zoom in.
This man. What?
Nothing moves.
What?
Nothing moves.
Huh?
Let's go.
What? What'd you say?
That's lunch.
No, I'm not making anything fun until you say what you said.
So love it.
Alright. Ready on this?
All right, so
No.
No, this is for them.
No.
You ate the
that's some good water. I'm at 40 minutes, and I'm gonna leave it here. Uh, oh man. And I'm not like the dude that gets the collectibles and like keeps the boxes pristine and all the other different stuff. I don't have much storage space. If I did, then I would, but I won't because I don't. So if you were like just like an average collector and you want to like put stuff on your mantle that looks really cool and reminds you of Rick and Morty and freaking other stuff, I suggest you get a loot crate. It's not sponsoring me because it's really cool. And I like the shirts as well because I just upped my size because I am getting bigger. in the chest area and mostly the stomach. But there's that. And oh my goodness. Where's the horse medallion? I want the horse medallion. The horse. I'm trying to avoid going in this general direction because I know that Mr. X comes through here. It was like,
I got materials. Got it good. I know what you're talking about.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going there. I know what brings about him. And I think it's the art room. There's a thing that I have to do to go on the other side of this. I think, no, you know what it is? I have to go here. He's on the other side, so he shows up after. Alright, I'm out. I get to leave now.
Claire! Hold on! I'll be right there!
Okay.
Claire! It's so nice to see you.
How you doing? The helicopter just came out of nowhere.
In one piece.
I'm guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no. But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
That's good. Any luck with your brother?
No, not yet.
Claire, don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him.
Boom!
Damn it. You know what that
It's really
means?
cool how it waited until...
Claire, I think we should go.
Don't worry about me, Leon. You take care of yourself.
Claire, you need to go. Now!
Okay, let's get through this. Both of us.
Marvin, we've got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy?
There we go. Got the cutting tool. Gonna get that.
Marvin! Damn it.
Oh, that's right. I think there's a cutting tool in here. Not a cutting tool. Freaking door in here somewhere. No shit! Ah! There we go, there we go, there we go, we got it. 3 bullets. So glad I'm doing assisted. Really wish there was like a fucking thing. And I really wish you could get in all the rooms, like no matter what. Like that's like the one you get first, I guess. That'll be better for me. The thing has to be on this side. There it is. Found it. Alright. So this is setting the stage for this. I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna go. Thanks for staying with me, if you ever did. I'm not like any other YouTuber, I don't think, because I want to do this like a full experience. Like I want you to be able to I start and stop, like sometimes when I save and when I do stuff, and that's what I do basically. It's really hard to do this like unassisted, so I think the next time I play this game I'll do it unassisted. But you'll see how crappy I am at aiming as well, because I had played PUBG so many times I could still get to like the 40th position. I've had a couple of my consistent thing is like 48. That's like my mean average of like where I place in PUBG. And now because I need to get it for PlayStation, so you are your own one-person bomb squad. You can defuse situations that you think are happening. You can defuse situations that you know are happening. And if you think they're happening and they're a little bit far-fetched in your own mind, you might want to seek therapy. It's always good to get help, and it's always good to get a different perspective on what you actually think is going on, because sometimes you could be controlled by a subconscious thought. And also, your theme of what you really have for your entire thinking process could be altered and changed by something that you're thinking about over and over and over again. And just remember that you can be yourself. You really can. You can like things that are chibi others things like that. I like that stuff sometimes. I don't like it all the time. But I don't agree with some people sometimes when they say that things shouldn't die, because there are things that don't want to evolve. There are things that want to go back to the earth and rise up again. Not zombies, but and mostly I think a lot of people don't realize that the more people die, the more the gods are appeased, and the more we keep going on the same path as far as planet Earth goes. No, no. The more people that need space, the more people that need food, the more people that need something. There were so many chances. I don't know. There were so many chances for people to come to the U.S. back in the 70s and 80s, and everybody didn't want it because that's what what the rest of the world put out there about us. The rest of the world put, oh, they love guns and they'll rape your children, and except when that actual stuff was happening, they didn't realize that most of that was is a product of the of brainwashing and hate speech. So we may have our problems, but I'm sure that the other people don't realize that not everyone takes it that far. Like, you can say we have the option to have a gun, and that sounds a little bit less a little bit less stuff. I want strict gun control laws. Even people like me that have schizoaffective disorder, I do not trust myself near guns. I don't trust myself near knives, any of that stuff. And that's why I learned Kung Fu and I learned Judo. Because I knew that, my dad thought that maybe I might have a problem with guns. But I like having the option, but I don't think that I need the option, really. I don't. But that's only because of my mental state. And the fact that I really wish that I could think better, you know? I mean, I can't put that out there enough that I am schizoaffective. I may make up stuff in the heat of the moment, or make up a lie, or make up a fantastic thing, but I'm not into lying. Like, I'm not a pathological liar like my ex-wife was, because she didn't want to ever give me head. No, she she did. That was one of the reasons, but mostly she wasn't a sensitive lover, so. And that's intuitive. Like, that's what I want. Like, if I'm gonna have a person be there for me, I'm gonna know that eventually they'll learn every time we have or do that. And most of the days, I've seen women that just never learn. Like, they never learn that to go after the different guy. Then the guys never learn that to go after a different girl. And they just go through this, like, puzzling, mind-boggling fucking sentencing of just non-stop. What is it? 2022, 256. 827. 2022. Okay, but all this mind-boggling bullshit. So just, I'm gonna save it again because I forgot that I saved. I think I did save, but I don't care. I did it again. Because I know your boy's gonna show up soon, and I'm gonna need some grenades. So. These reflexes are really bad. I can shoot through the thing, and this thing opened up. Did it? This thing open up? No, this thing's... Got him. Alright, so, be yourself, and have a good day. Be yourself. Because it's always better than being something that someone else you think you created. It's always better than being what you think someone wants. And it doesn't mean be mean, it doesn't mean be untrue, it doesn't mean be anything, but I guess people have varying amounts of patience, I guess. But try to be as humorous as possible. Because I love that quote from Van Wilder. It's don't take life too seriously. You'll never get out alive. Or you'll never get out alive. Have a good day.